Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is E-Star Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a collective reading to see what our ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, everyone behind us wants to bring to us as a message today. So I brought in two crystals with me. It's a red jasper for this one and a piece of garnet. I like these a lot. This red jasper is so bright. And this garnet, I love the shape of it. It's almost like a tetrahedron, you know? Like a hexagon. Well, tetrahedron's like a three-dimensional hexagon, isn't it? I might have that wrong, but it's rough. It's polished. It's polished but rough, and yet it's got this shape, this very geometric shape, and I really like that. So this is one of my favorite stones ever. And when it catches it's very hard to get it to catch the light, but when you do, it's such a nice shade of garnet, like a magenta red. It's just beautiful. And that's going to be your stones for today. So let's see what guidance we need to have today. Okay, what are we going to receive as a message? That's the card. I guess I forgot to take these out. Yeah. It's the explanation on what tarot is. Maybe I'll read it. The tarot is a pictorial representation of the forces of nature as conceived by the ancients according to conventional symbolism. At first, one would suppose this arrangement is arbitrary, but it is not. It is necessitated by the structure of the universe, and in particular the solar system as symbolized by the Holy Kabbalah. I really always like that definition of tarot, you know? It just makes sense to me somehow. Like it's like the forces of the universe, the solar system. Yeah. Maybe you need to read that or hear that today. Have a little trust, a little faith in tarot. It can be helpful. Whoa, okay. Definitely reversed, and then this one came out too, so it's funny how that flew out, huh? Yeah, I'm going to keep it reversed, whatever it is. Success, Six of Dis. Six of Dis. Trying to remember what that looks like. I remember Seven of Dis, but no. Yeah, success reversed. And swiftness, okay. Interesting. It's like Eight of Wands energy. I think I'm going to look at actually Six of Discs because I'm feeling a little unsure about that. Usually I get my intuition right away, but this time I'm a little unsure. Manifestations. It's talking about the planets actually in this one, which is interesting because we just talked about the planets in conjunction with the tarot deck, right? These are all supposed to be each a planet because they've each got the planet symbols in them, right? Think like Sailor Moon. Like Mars, Jupiter. And you got the moon, Saturn, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury. They're all in reverse there. The 6 planets, I'm just going to read it here. The 6 planets representing internal processes circle in harmonic order and promise luck and success. Each gives important clues which, when attended to, assures the success and outcome of any enterprise. You know, this card is kind of about like being open to your success. And being of service. That's a success in itself, right? Being able to help others is the success. Moon in Taurus. So it's like the other side of the material, right? Like you know, there's more than just the material side of wealth and abundance. There's different ways to be abundant, right? And so, you know, this could have something to do with like you might be sort of resisting the gifts from the universe that are coming in for you, or like maybe there's going to be a swift change to your life, and that might mean you have to let go of some material things, and that scares you a bit, or you're resisting that, but you're headed for something better, so it's kind of part of what's necessary. Maybe the universe is trying to get you to see that there's different ways of having abundance here. The moon. This came out last reading, but in a different card deck. The moon. Yeah, maybe you gotta explore that side of yourself. Debauchery. Okay, 7 of Cups. Yeah, because maybe you've been a little too involved in the material world, and that's kind of messing with your spirituality, your auric field. Yeah, it's making you get too confused about your path in life. What's important? What's your purpose? And maybe it's just there's too much going on at once. So you know, you're getting really lost and confused and off your path. You know, and 7 of Cups, sometimes I think of like addictions as well. Getting too lost in the material world. And I think you're going to be kind of set back on the right path now. Yeah, Prince of Cups. So you've definitely got to look within and look at your life, examine your life, because I think something's been kind of controlling you. Maybe there's just been too much, you know, maybe too much alcohol or weed or things like that, or stuff that's not good for you. Maybe even other people as well. That's kind of put you on this path where you're not sure if you have what you want in life anymore. Yeah, I think you've gotten off track a little bit. So, you know, maybe a cleanse is in order. Like I'm getting with this Prince of Cups, you could also you need to emotionally cleanse your heart. And go within a little bit. Maybe do like some kind of retreat, or like get out into nature for a bit. Like unplug yourself. Yeah, get like a digital detox going, because that could be part of it too. Food, actually, too much of a certain kind of food could be disrupting you. Yeah, I think there's something going on it's distracting you, and you got to get back on your path, because it's keeping you from your success. It's keeping you from your goals, you know? I think that's what's going on. You're getting off the path from your goals. Maybe you're trying to even do too many things. Like your energy's going in all directions here. And that's you can't spread yourself too thin, right? Sometimes we just have to focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one goal at a time, and then we'll achieve that, and then we can go to other things. I think yeah, let's get some explanation on what do we need to focus on here for the collective? What does the collective need to get on to. Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. Yeah, so there's definitely got to be some sort of recalibration of your energies here. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Yeah, you're spreading your energy too thin. You're going in all directions. And that is not getting you towards your goals quick enough. You got to set yourself some deadlines or some goals here to get on the right path. And Virgo again, so be like a Virgo, be hardworking and organized. You reap what you sow. Sun in Virgo, endeavor. Yeah, so wherever you're putting your energy, that's what you're going to get. And if you're not putting it in the right place that you really want, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be end up in a place you're not happy with. Maybe you're just trying to do everything at once. Like the cups here, you got 7 cups on the go. And it's just too much. You got to slow it down a bit and prioritize. Prioritize. Yeah, because things are just going all over the place here. Ooh, yeah, really think about what's most important to you. Maybe make a list of all the things you're focusing on right now and then put it in order what's most important. And just kind of make sure that that one thing always gets done every day, if it's a continuous thing. And the other things can wait if you don't have the time in that day. Sodalite, yeah. Sodalite is also about, I think, like making lists and organization. Let's double check it. And Pyrite. Fool's Gold. Yeah, because maybe there's you're chasing something that seems like gold, but it's not necessarily the right thing, the real thing. You could be just putting too much effort in all different places, and you're not really actually engaged. You're not really putting your heart into it. Yeah. And Pirate's also about like finding the abundance within, like figuring out what abundance is, right? And we were talking about that with the reverse 6 of discs. Like what's abundance to you? What's true abundance to you? Is it the material things, or is it something a little more complex than that? Because like a house full of things isn't necessarily happiness, right? And Sodalite's all about intentionality, so yeah, and expressing what your intentions are clearly. Getting to what is your intent? What is your purpose? What is your goal here? So I think a self-reevaluation is important here. And both these cards have to do with confidence as well, self-confidence in yourself. So, maybe you're distracted from your main goal because on some subconscious, I said self-conscious instead, but subconscious level, you are not, you're turning away from it because you don't think you have the ability to do it on some level, and that's a self-confidence issue. So you really need to realize that you have that power within to do what you really want to do. You don't have to turn away from it and get involved with all these things that you think you could do a little better distracting you from that main thing. Because maybe you're trying to do something that you think you have a better ability to do, but it's taking up your time. And you really should be focusing on that other thing that you might not be the best at yet, but it's what you really want, right? Yeah. Yeah, and it's self-awareness with Sodalite here. So, that could be something to think about. Ask yourself what you want. Be fully awake, or your old habits will return. And commit to your self-transformation. Yeah, because it sort of comes in when we were being too complacent and we're letting things go by and not taking action as much, right? Not being as involved in our decisions. Yeah, awareness, awareness, awareness with Sodalite. Think about your actions. Be conscious of your actions every day and what you intend for your life so that you can co-create, because co-creation involves your awareness, involves your intentionality. What you reap, what you sow. You'll get what you ask for, but are you asking for the right thing? That's the important part, right? And every day we kind of reaffirm what we want by our task and how we organize our time for what we do. And if we're not doing the right things, well, they might be productive, but they're not what we want, and then we're not headed towards where we want to be, right? We'll end up somewhere and we're like, how did I get here? Well, you took yourself there, but you didn't set the goal for what was truly in your heart. Yeah. Yeah. And Pyrite tells you to appreciate the gifts of the conscious universe. So maybe you're not appreciating your gifts fully. Yeah. Because again, self-confidence, like, you got to appreciate your abundance, the things that you have that are resources to others. Yeah, including like love and support. Yeah, and there's a warning in this card about scarcity mentality. So, you know, be aware of your thoughts every day. If you're having a scarcity mentality about that thing that you don't feel like you can pursue because you're not good enough at it, that's not going to help you either. That's going to prevent you, create blocks along the road to getting there. And it's also going to keep you subconsciously from doing it every day, working on it. Yeah, you have what you need. You always have what you need. It's all within you to create it. So just keep reaffirming to yourself that you have what it takes to do that. You have what it takes to do what you need to do. I think I want to get a butterfly card. Let's figure out what we can. Let's just get a confirmation of what needs to change or what is going to change for us, for this collective. That flew out. New career. Yeah. So you have maybe some lack of confidence about this new career choice you're making. And maybe that's holding you back a bit from getting onto that change, getting onto that new journey. It's making you hold back a bit. It's making you stall and slowing things down. But you need to just go for it. You need to just believe that you can do it. Everybody that achieves anything, they believe that they can do it. That's the secret key. Yeah, courage. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. You got to have courage. You got to have the belief in yourself. The courage to step out of your comfort zone. Do something you're not, perfect at right away. Maybe there's some perfectionism going on that's holding you back and blocking you. Because you can do it. You just have to be okay with not being, having to find your way, having to stumble a little bit along the road to get there. There's the secure path, but then it's not what you want. Then why go on that path, right? It's not what you want. I think you want a different thing for yourself. You want something new, something that calls to your heart and your spirit, that's gonna wake you up a bit. Yeah, because maybe you've been a little asleep in this other path you've been on for so long that it's like time for something new, time for something more enlivening, something different. Can we get a hint at what that is, or just see some more advice on where we need to go? Dedication to Supreme, Ishvara Pranidhana. Okay, so maybe you actually need to go on a path with spirit. Like maybe you with like your guides and your like this could be you could be choosing a spiritual path. Like maybe you don't believe that you're powerful, that you can do the things you believe you can do. This could be about like your intuition and your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts. Maybe that's what you're really afraid of. Or what, not afraid of, but like what you feel you can't really do. Or you just don't have confidence in it. Like you're kind of treating it like, well, this like side thing that isn't your main thing, but actually it is your main thing is what, you know, your guides are saying like it is your destiny. Hmm. And if that doesn't resonate, that you're like I'm not a reader or a healer or this or that or a light worker. But to be honest, I think you are. And I think you're going to do it no matter what kind of thing you end up doing. You bring that light to the world, but you're resisting it. Maybe because you feel like it's just not a sure thing. Maybe you can get an angel card to close out with. See what's kind of get some confirmation on what this is, or maybe see what we need to let go of to commit. Because there's something holding you back from it. I think you know you have a gift. I think you know you have the ability to see, to hear the voices in the beyond and to help others with it, but you're maybe afraid teaching and learning. Yeah. Because maybe someday you're going to be really powerful teacher, but you're afraid to do it because maybe you don't feel confident, like you feel like you'd be arrogant doing that, or you feel like you're like a student and not the teacher, but you are the teacher. You could teach others. You could help others on the path. But yeah, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. You're a little resistant to what you know. Like you don't think you can be a teacher to others. But you can be. You actually have a lot of valuable knowledge to share. But you feel like you can't. Why do you feel like you can't? Maybe I'll get a couple of Luna Lapin tarot cards because I'm just curious. Why do they think that they can? Like what's going on here? Oh, 3 of Cups, victory. 10 of Cups, jeez. Maybe you're afraid of your own success. Because look at all this. You got 3 of Cups, which is like friendships. 10 of Cups is like a happy ending with family. And 6 of Wands is like being a leader in the community. I think this is just coming to say, hey, look what all you could do if you went on that path. This is the path for you. It's going to lead you to something really great. And, this is a lot of, abundance that isn't in the form of the material. It's more emotional and like emotional fulfillment and spiritual fulfillment, creative fulfillment. So I think you're going off a path of like trying to maybe make lots of money at something that wasn't really fulfilling you. And you're going into something that's much more fulfilling spiritually. And maybe you're a little afraid of that success, even. Like you're afraid to take the leap, but you just have to surrender. Surrender to the divine. Dedicate yourself. Yeah, dedication to Supreme. Dedicate yourself to that new path. Give yourself that drive and the courage to do that. Yeah, really jump on the path. Really go all in, because there's nothing bad ahead of you. If you do, it's going to be a lot of really great success, and you're going to be so skilled at it. You can teach others. You're not going to be a student forever. You're afraid that because you think you're not good enough, but actually you're going to be so skilled at it by the end that you're going to be like the guru. So all you have to do is step on the path and dedicate yourself to it. Really commit. Channel that Virgo energy of like really dedicated work, studious work. Because this will bring you abundance. And it's, if you have to let go of a little bit of the material abundance, like in order to get on that path, it's worth it. You know, you're being told that it's worth it. Yeah. And maybe that's what the self-awareness is about here, because I think you're kind of convincing yourself that you need to go on this more secure path that isn't what you want, that isn't spiritually fulfilling, isn't emotionally fulfilling. But to me, this looks like the better ending, right? This looks like the better path. This looks like the fun time. So why not go for it? Why not go for that? You know, just take the leap. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all you got to do is just choose your path. Just don't be wishy-washy. Just say, I'm doing this. I'm doing it, and it's going to happen, and I'm going to commit to it every day. And then suddenly you're going to find yourself in a new path in life, a new career, a new understanding of life, even spiritually. You're just going to see how the abundance is going to come in for you. The universe will respond to your dedication and your commitment and bring everything, all that you've ever wanted to you, because this is what you really want. So yeah, just go for it. Go for it. What do you got to lose? Except maybe like material things, but like, you know, there's so much more to life than that. And who says it's going to be a loss of material? I think you're going to have all that you need, right? With pyrite. It's going to be abundance around you no matter what. Because I think you have that kind of magnetic energy to bring in all that you need in any situation. So just believe that as an affirmation. I have all that I need around me. And if you're worried about starting something and that's why you feel like a student or a newbie, don't get caught up in like needing new things to help you, or needing like certain skills or education. Like, just start from where you're at, because you have all that you need to start. The thing that you really need is repetition and practice and dedication. That's the real thing that you need. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the end of the reading. I hope this was helpful. And if you like the videos, you can give a like to the video, or subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you want to share your story, how this resonated. And otherwise, I say good luck to you. I just noticed there's 2 rainbows here, so I think you really, you're on the right path towards happiness. There's going to be a lot of good things coming in for you, so don't be stressed about it. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey, and have fun getting into whatever it is you want to do, because it's going to be what you really want. I promise you. All right. Take care.